Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Hope all is good with yourselves today. Today we have got a very interesting creation. We have got Mr. Bradley Clay's first ever fantasy track in MX Bikes. So he's been around for a while now. He's produced some very high quality tracks for us. However, to date they have all been replicas. So this is his first time getting a little bit creative for us, doing things a bit different, doing it his own way. And what we have here is Sentinel Island. As you can see, it is its own island encompassed right here. Water looks very nice and very well done, and texture wise it actually looks really pretty. I like in the whole, it's got just a tropical kind of feel, you know, out at just an abandoned island somewhere where somehow we've managed to get a motocross track built in here and all the machinery to do that job, but we'll ignore that for another day. Got little abandoned broken boats here. I don't know if you can ride over to the little island over there as well, but there is one should you wish to do so. And yeah, we've got a little in and out method, bit of fuel cannon there. Tall chest, that's cool. Get the bike on the back of the bad boy, come and do your daily riding. And oh boys, look at this, look at this. Oh, I can't wait to lose the very next round of aerial on Friday. Holy schmoly. So this track, if you're not seeing it on the shop right now, it should be coming out at some point today. So Sunday the 16th of June, it should be out at some point today for your downloading pleasure. And I have nothing else to say for an intro. Let's just go spin some laps on it.
For all of you passionate gamers, you can now get 20% off all G Fuel products worldwide by using code LINS at checkout. And for any of you motorheads looking for some new drip or apparel, use code MXPR_LINS15 fxrracing.eu to get 15% off. All links and codes are in the description down below. Enjoy the video and drop a cheeky little like and subscribe.
Oh, drip, immaculate, vibes, immaculate, aura, absolutely through the roof. Oh, you love to see it. I will say, in terms of red plate bikes, I don't feel like it suits the black and white and yellow of the Triumph too well, so I'm trying to get a little bit more red in there with the gear. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to red plates, it's like Honda looked amazing, Kawi looks pretty damn good, Yamaha's can look good as well, but yeah, the Triumph, I don't know about it, but it's been a while since I've had a red plate on my machine. I cannot lie to you boys, I'm pretty sure it's been since the very beginning of the 2022 Supercross Championship, the beginning of 2022 maybe, because I won the 2021 one and then went into 22 with it, and I think that was the year where Hurls absolutely bodied me the entire season, so that didn't last very long. So it's back, 2021 called. They want their red plate back, and it's not a solo thing at all. I'm sharing this with Hakon, so I fully expect Hakon or Tyler, or maybe actually, no, I don't think Finn will get it back within one round, even if he goes 1-1. So yeah, myself and Hakon and Tyler will be battling between us. There's only 3 points separating us three at the top of the chip at the moment. And yeah, I've noticed a common theme, whether it was in GP or whether it's now outdoors, we always seem to just rotate positions every race. So I went 2-1, Hakon went 1-3, Tyler went 3-1. And yeah, we just keep going back and forth all the time, like barely giving up any sort of points, which does lead me to a little bit of a odd topic at the moment, which I don't think is going to be changed at all, just by looking at comments in aerial chat, is the region lock that's been going on. So as you know, we've had region lock for the GPs and now the AMA season. We had them for Supercross as well, actually, to be fair, completely forgot about that. So what's been happening is at the start of the season, you basically choose which region you want to do, whether it's EU or NA, and once you do one round of it, you are then locked in to that for the rest of that season, which it's a massive, like, just weird spot for me to comment on at the moment, because I think my comments probably do come from a sense of bias, because I can see both sides of it. The pros of it, which I will get out of the way first, the pros of it are that if you are someone who usually is like right on the bubble of qualifying and making it into the pro class, it just gives you a much better opportunity to do so rather than having all of the pros from the other region come and do it as well. For people like myself, it's a bit of a downside because it limits the amount of content I can create for you. It'd be nicer to stream both of them if I could do. Also, for people more at the top end, so like top 5-ish of each class, it can get a bit boring sometimes, like just still competing for the only few spots. It seems like it doesn't really matter if you start the race in first place or if you start the race in last place. By the end of the race, you will always finish around the top 5, and it seems like you can never do any worse, or there's no sense of like further progression or trying to beat people. So it'd be really nice. But for me, for example, if I could race against the best NA players and have another like 5 to 10-ish fast people on the track to try and compete with and feel like it is, you know, like the highest level in the game, because sometimes it feels like there's such a big drop-off between the top and bottom of qualifying at the moment. It really is crazy. Like, we can see gaps as big as maybe like 10 seconds sometimes between 1st and 35th in qualifying. So there's a big range. There's a really big range of skill groups to work within. But I'm very interested to know people's thoughts on that. And I think the general consensus would be to keep it, because I know it's almost like suffering from success, like being at a level that is too good for most people, so you have problems different to the general community. Because I think the general players probably really do enjoy Region Lock. Again, it gives everyone a good opportunity to try and qualify and get into the races. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents. I'd be interested to see other people's points of views, because I think I've only seen the points of views of some of the faster guys at the moment, and I think we all share the same sorts of feelings on that, because we're all in the same position. We haven't really considered other people. So let me know down below. I'm interested to see about that. And then also, I believe it's either going to be a vote, or they're just going to do it themselves entirely, about finally removing the staggered motos and actually just running everything at the same time. And if there is one streamer for the event, streaming 250 Moto 1, streaming 450 Moto 2, and just being done with it. Because at the moment, I can't speak on NA's behalf, because I don't know how long they usually take, but EU nights are taking a hell of a long time, a minimum of 4 hours, a maximum of about 5 hours, depending on server crashes. So how it works is we all do our practice and qualifying at the same time, then it goes 250 Moto 1, 450 Moto 1, 250 Moto 2, 450 Moto 2. So in the downtime, you've got like 45-ish minutes in between races for the other race to happen. And it just leads to a hell of a lot of time down, especially when you are meant to stay in the servers, because leaving and joining seems to be causing a lot of server crashes and glitches for people at the moment, because the game is very, very unstable right now. But yeah, you're meant to stay in the servers. You just have to sit there doing nothing for like 50 minutes. So I've just been trying to entertain myself in other ways. I mean, last round I was playing rounds of PGA Tour 2K23 with the boys, which was really, really fun. People actually seem to enjoy watching us play that for some reason. A week before that, I think I was playing like XDefiant in between. So yeah, it's definitely not as streamlined as it could be, but they are looking at changing that. I think enough people have made some noise now to the point where we can maybe remove staggered motos and just get the night going much more fluent and quicker than it usually would. It's not as bad for like people in the UK, like myself, because time-wise, we are an hour behind most of the rest of EU. Whereas if you're from like Germany, France, Spain, etc., you're finishing your region, the European region races that are tailored, that are meant for you from those countries. You are finishing them if you ride 450 class at 1 AM. Not great. Some people have work the next day. Some people have to get early to go riding the next day. They might have maybe other plans. I have no idea what people's lives entail. But yeah, it shouldn't be finishing at 1 AM. Whether it's a case of having to move the whole event so it starts an hour earlier, or just removing the staggered motos, I think either of those would be viable options, and I'm all for it. And I think in my situation as well with streams, it does help streamline things a bit more. And it is difficult sometimes to keep people entertained and eager to watch for like 5 hours straight. It really, really is. It's not an easy thing to do whatsoever. So it's nice. It'll be nice to just shorten the length of the nights overall. And if we make a beautiful little segue, it's almost as if I do this for a career, into things that are nice. Track is very flowy. I'm glad I hopped on the 450. I am overjumping a couple things, but it does give me the ability to actually scrub where I need to. 250 4-stroke would be absolutely fine around here, and I imagine you could make some of the 2-strokes absolutely sing around this track. But lots of line selection. We've got insides, middles, outsides, and not just... I feel like the layout's a little bit different to tracks that we usually see. It does kind of cut back and forth on itself. It's got a few turn-in jumps as well, which you don't see too much of, and it looks very, very pretty as well. I really like the whitish / greyish track textures in this game. I think it does a really good job of having a good amount of contrast, so you can do some dark spots where all the ruts are, you can do the really light spots off the track, and it's just very, very pretty. I like tracks like Stecklenburg, the one by Hell Machine, that's also on the shop, which is like greyish. I love Snake Pit by Hell Machine as well, which is also a greyish texture. So this one kind of fits into that same category. Every single lap I've cased the living... I've cased that jump really, really badly every lap. I'm so sorry. Really hard to memorize tracks, I found, when I'm just sat here waffling at the camera at the same time. Like, really difficult. As soon as I shut it off, usually, I'll spin a couple more laps when I'm finished recording, and I just start absolutely barking. But during videos, I'm a mess. You would not think that I would have the red plate at all. But yeah, thank you everyone for all the support in the streams recently. I turned, if anyone remembers, probably like last year, in all my streams, in the top corner, I'd have like a view counter in the corner the whole time just to see how things are doing. And I've removed that for last year because I think I paid too much attention to it and it would affect my mood during the stream. But I've loaded up YouTube every now and then in the background and looked at the stream manager just to keep tabs, just once or twice a stream. And the numbers have been really, really good, like averaging everywhere between 200 and 300 at a time for just general race streams. I think it's really, really nice. So thank you everyone that is still sticking around all the time. It's very much appreciated. And I want to start planting the seed in your brains early on. So Saturday, the next Saturday coming, which is, what's the day today? 16, 15, what's 15 plus 7? 22. Saturday, it might be the 22nd, it might not be, my maths might be off, but next Saturday, Donate a Fund. It's happening. It's been a long time coming, but it's an off week from the real life racing, so I think it'll be a good place to plonk it in there. So if you have nothing to do with your weekends next weekend, then by all means slap me up on your other monitor, put me in the background for some noise, and just have a fun time watching us play a lot of MX Bikes. It's been a long time. It's been it might have been like 3 months maybe. It's been a long time since I've done one of them. But yeah, I'm gonna tough it out. I'm gonna see how long we can go. I've already warned my girlfriend as well that I'm not going to be available that weekend, so I am all yours. I really am. I'm so sorry that 5 laps in a row that I've cased out. I'm turning around and we're doing it again. We're not going to structure it. Actually, is it that? Yes, that's it. Okay, right. We're going to yeet up here. We're going to rail around the outside rather than trying to take an inside rut. We are going to launch down the hill, and we are just going to send it. Yeah, oh, nice and floaty. That was very, very satisfying. No big whips there, just a nice little fade away. Try and get a little oppo in the mix. Yeah. My oppos are leaving a lot to be desired. I do apologise. But no, Mr. Clay, I think you got... I know you've done a lot of custom tracks, to be fair, back in your MX Simulator days as well. But it's nice. It's nice seeing something like this. And it sounds like, from what I've seen in Earthworks Discord, he's enjoyed doing this as well. It's giving him a little bit more freedom rather than being tied to having to replicate something. So I'm all for it. I love seeing track creators get a little bit more, I guess, creative freedom to be able to do whatever it is that they want to do. So I back this 100%. Looks very, very nice indeed. And I was going to say something a little bit different. I think we've had 1 or 2 islandish kind of tracks before, but this one is really well done. It's very, very polished, and it does literally feel like, I mean, the water, if I look to the right as we take off here, looks very, very nice. Very clear, very blue. Got a little bit of white in there as well, so it's not just a completely flat texture. He's taken the time and effort to make it all look very, very natural, which I'm a fan of. I think he was contemplating adding like waves and stuff. I have a feeling with the frame rate, or is that even the right word for it? So with animations on this game, when you have like animated flags and stuff, it's like you can see the individual images. So instead of a flag being like nice and smooth, it's like it does it in like bits, in like almost like frames. So if we call it the FPS of the animation, I think that would probably make it look quite poor in quality, if that makes sense. I don't think it's moving. I don't think he's smoothed it out at all. Let's look over this way. No, everything looks quite still to me. It does indeed. That skybox is very pretty. I wish that was like facing me in a thumbnail. That'd be really, really nice. But yeah, no, track is very, very fun. I really... Oh, Papa Yui. And Perboso, please, thank you. 720 on the wrist. Oh, more slow physics. And off we go again. Lovely stuff. So, good job, well done. Like even the rocks on the side as well to finish the edge of the map. He hasn't just been boring and just done the entire outskirts being like the sandy beaches. He's put in a bit more of an effort as well. And I feel like these tyres that are dotted around, the yellow tyres, they kind of fit the vibe. It's like, it's not like, you know, Acerbis markers, whether Acerbis or Acerbis, I never know the correct pronunciation. He's not just slapped them around the track. He's done something that, again, feels nice and cohesive. We've got little yellow bits of tape, but they're knocked down in some places as if it's like not fully abandoned, but not just as well maintained. I didn't even see the free ride jumps that we've got going around here. Okay, what's the best way of hitting this? I think I just need to hit it from off the side of the track here. He did request that I run reflections and grass. So all these little tiny bits of grass that you see in front of me here, they are not there when you turn grass off. So just be warned if your game does look slightly different. And we're going to hit the yeet. Oh my goodness. Oh, I completely missed the landing. It goes off to the right-hand side a little bit. There might be more of those dotted around. I'm not exploring it. That's for you guys to do. You need something to do. I can't show you absolutely everything there is on the track. God damn. There'd be no point in you getting it otherwise. So I am done waffling at you for the day. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope the track looks nice and schmexy for all of you. And it's certainly been good fun to play for myself. Thank you, Mr. Clay. I apologise that I've made the same mistakes on multiple parts of the track, like 6-7 laps in a row. But that is the nature of the game, when it's very hard to concentrate and remember everything whilst yapping away at the same time. So thank you all of you for watching. It's very much appreciated. Have a lovely rest of the day, whatever you're up to. And I will see all of you in the next video. Peace.
Lynn's in the zone, never backing down. Riding MX bikes, he's the talk of the town. 2022 champ with a YouTube crown. His game is tight, no signs of slowing down. Late nights, bright lights, he's chasing that fame in the digital arena. Writing his name, she's a 10 out of 10. Supporting his lane, hairline might receive, but his passion's the same.